Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April, moving into early May 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective in their season, might I add. It is one of the best times of year, my good friends, because it is the time of the Taurus collective. Let's see what we got. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus. Late April, moving into early May. And while we get this first card out, I would just like to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. If your birthday's just passed or if it's still coming up, I hope you have a fantastic, happy, and safe one with a beautiful year ahead. So let's see what's happening for my Taurus friends, please. Yeah, the deck is being very specific here. What do we got? Okay. For those of you new here, I only read jumpers. That's why I do these little shuffles for the cards to come out. There we go. All right, so now could be a time of having fun, okay? Now, I'm sure a lot of you wouldn't be opposed to that type of energy. I saw this for another sign. I think it was possibly Libra, which is another Venus ruled sign, so I find that intriguing. But this is a very happy-go-lucky type of energy here on the front end. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card. Now, if you look at the imagery here, we see it's like a snow globe. We have that little pony or unicorn on the top. There's various different toys. And this feels like a very light, airy type of energy to me. Now, as I already mentioned several times, it could represent fun in one way or another. Now, for a portion of you, I do say that this card shows up in times where you might be work, or very serious about things. I do see this when people are going through serious things. It could be spirit saying, like, listen, you need to make some time for yourself to have a good time, to cut loose. All work and no play is no good for anybody. And life is all about that balance. So this card could also represent somebody that's having a little too much fun too. So it could go either way. It could even be a person you're connected to where it's like, okay, they need to get a little more serious about something. But I do feel like this is a beautiful energy. Okay, it could just be spirit telling you, like, hey, be nice to yourself, reward yourself. And especially since it's your birthday season, this is good. You might just want to go out and have a good time. However everyone's definition of fun is different, but we're just going to keep it right there. Let's get into tarot. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. You know that. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright before we get into the intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up here. What do we got for Taurus, please, in their season? It's their birthday season. And yeah, while we shuffle this up and get it ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled An Explosive Offer. There was a lot of fire and air energy. There were things that could be popping up suddenly. And the reason I titled it Explosive Offer, because to me it felt like there were various opportunities coming in for the Taurus collective. Now, whether that be work, money, relationships, that's for you to discern. I know you could be going through any number of different things, but the energy did feel like business picking up quick, which was good. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because it could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get 3 cards here for Taurus, please. What's happening for my friends? Quick. First card came out quick. Wow, 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. So it's kind of like we're picking up where we left off last week. Let's see, though. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Happened with a few other signs this week where we started off really good and then it took a left on us. Let's see what we got. 2 more for Taurus. But 10 of Pentacles is beautiful, beautiful energy to start off with. That's like dream energy for a Taurus right there. Very stable, very abundant. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay. So these 2 cards just came out together. We have the Tower. All right. And the Ace of Wands. All right. Well, if this is energy that's within you, my friends, this is extremely powerful, and you might need some sort of outlet for it. That's one thing I'll say with these. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But yeah, first look, first glance, we do have a couple of repeating themes showing up here. First off, yeah, we have this beautiful earthy energy starting us off, and then we have these big shakeups coming down the pipeline. I don't necessarily feel like they're rough, though, because they could be really, really good. And I'm getting a bit of an optimistic feeling here. because with the Tower coming in, that boom, then the Ace of Wands is very, very similar. They have many similarities, these cards. So let's go through, and another thing before we start going through, a beginning, an ending. So it's like we have this cyclical type of energy. I feel for a lot of you, this could be a very important time of year, not just because it's your birthday season, but let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number 1, the 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, this is dream-like type of energy. Love the 10 of Pentacles. It's one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. Now, it could represent a level up in regards to something. So for a portion of you, it could be great energy for money and work opportunities. Anything along those lines could be receiving some beautiful, expansive type of energy, which is really nice. It could just be like a cut and paste winner victory showing up for you. So if you've been going through like issues within the family, issues within the home, or with a partner, the 10 of Pentacles is very optimistic in spirit, saying like, listen, don't worry about it. You're going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. It's a card of stability. It's grounded. Now, the 10 of Pentacles could also represent home and family, but like I said, this is level up type of energy to me. For some of you, it could even represent property. It all really depends on what your story is, but I really do like it. It's a happy, stable type of card. Okay? So it's somebody that knows what makes them happy. But let's keep moving through, because the energy gets a bit of a shakeup as we move along. Position number 2, we have the Tower. Now, don't be alarmed by that. This is Scorpio energy, which is your zodiacal opposite, the yin to your yang. It's right across the zodiac wheel. So if you're not connected to the Scorpio, this energy could be affecting you in a pretty big way. Now, Towers are the energy of shock. It's the unexpected. It's things that pop in out of nowhere. Now, I did say last week's reading mentioned explosive energy. It's showing up once again here when we have this shocking Tower vibe. I always say it could be good or it could be rough. Now, I don't want to speculate too much until we really clarify it, but with the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands surrounding it, I do have a suspicion that for a lot of you, this could be a very good Tower. We'll just have to see how it all plays out. Now, another good thing about this energy, could represent hitting the reset button or trying something over, or saying, you know what, let's build something from the ground up, something fresh. And that energy is coming through once again with all this passion, fiery, powerful energy. We move over to the Ace of Wands. Now, this is another callback to the reading last week, but there's a lot of similarities here with the Tower and the Ace of Wands, and I'll explain in further detail. This is also fiery. Now, as with all aces, it's opportunities, it's offers like we saw for you last week. So for a lot of Tauruses, things could be coming towards you magnetically, my friends, which is really good. The Ace of Wands is like your internal combustion engine. It's like fiery and explosive once again. So this is your energy levels. So for a portion of you, there could be something around like how much energy you have. Are you feeling a little zapped right now? Or are you feeling very much energetic? Are you feeling a little more hot and heavy than you normally are? Because the Tower and the Ace of Wands, these are very like heavy, hot type of energies. So take from these what you will. Another thing I will say is that they're both phallic symbols. So they could both represent sexuality, they could represent the libido, and at the same time, they're symbols of masculinity. So it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. This could speak about some sort of aggression or a lot of energy within you. So when I see these energies all together, you might need some sort of release, okay? Just straightforward. And I'm not putting my mind in the gutter here, but it just, you might need to release some sort of energy here. So I want to dive deeper on all this, Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle for my good friends, my guides and spirit team. And yeah, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Pentacles time. And yeah, just another thing to mention, like the solid, stable 10 of Pentacles followed by Tower, Ace of Wands. These are big shakeups. So let's see what's happening. Big changes, possibly. Let's go. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Thank you. Okay. Long-term planning. For a portion of you, there could be something surrounding long-term planning that you need to keep in mind. Not just today, tomorrow, this month, or next month. You might need to really put your eyes like to the future. 5, 10 years from now. Now, aside from that, the Knight of Pentacles is one of your cards. So it could be representing you. It's not gender specific. So when I see it underneath the 10 of Pentacles in a Taurus reading, that tells me like one thing and one thing only. You got something big coming in. Something big, something positive. There's tons of blessings and abundance in this first energy here, aside from the long-term planning thing that I just mentioned as well. The Knight of Pentacles, aside from the slow-moving energy that it is, it could also be a messenger, very detail-oriented. It could represent the written message. So when I see it underneath the 10 of Pentacles, I can't think of anything except you receiving some really good news or a really positive result. Now, to me, once again, with all this Pentacle energy right here in the front end, it feels like a slow mover, taking your time. But what we have coming up, you might get different results or results that weren't exactly what you were expecting when these energies kick in. Because right now it looks good, it looks calm, it looks stable, everything looks fine. We need to see how this all plays out, but so far so good. I feel for a lot of you, there could be a lot of blessings coming towards you. This front end, at the very least, is very much claimable for the Taurus collective. Or you could just be receiving really good news. Really nice. Let's keep moving over, because I'm dying to get to this Tower and this Ace of Wands. So let's keep moving. I feel like the first one is very simplistic. Like, yeah, no, I'm happy, I'm doing my thing, I'm cool. But yeah, keep your eyes on the long term too, not just the short term. I know I don't need to give you that advice, my friends. But let's see why the Tower's here. What's this shock about? Thank you. Hermit. Yeah, someone could pop up out of the blue, or something that you thought you've seen the last of could come back around. I do feel like for a portion of you, this could be like some sort of shocking return or something popping up out of nowhere. Now, does that have to be a person? Absolutely not. Doesn't have to be. The Hermit energy could also, underneath this Tower, represent you trying to avoid these Tower moments. It's like, listen, I'm just minding my own business. I don't have time for all this. Yeah, I understand surprises happen, Towers happen. I'm just trying to do my own thing. Like, so a lot of you could just very much be in that mode. Like, I'm just trying to live my life. It's like a lay low type of energy. But I do feel for a lot of you with this Hermit and the Tower, it's like, all right, something re-emerging or something popping up out of nowhere. So don't be surprised. Now, this could also link to what I was saying about here in the front end, just like calm, content, doing your own thing, still a lot of blessings coming in. Like, to me, this Tower feels a bit unavoidable too. Now, you might just be linked to a Virgo here when we have the Tower, but I feel like there could be an unavoidable change coming in for a big portion of Tauruses, where it's like, yeah, well, I mean, we all experience these things at one time or another, whether you were trying to avoid them or not. It's like Towers happen, right? These shocking energies happen. So let's just keep moving. Once again, I don't want to get too hung up here. Very simple messages. They're coming through simple and straightforward. Still could be good. I feel like it depends on what shows up on the end. But let's keep moving. There could be something that pops back up. Either a situation or an individual, something returning very shockingly. So let's go in on that Ace of Wands. We'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the 10 of Wands here? Quick. All right. I mean, yeah, a lot more of the unexpected. I feel like for a lot of you, this is beautiful, good type of energy. These results that you could be receiving or talking about or even thinking about soon just feel amazing to me. Now, the Two of Swords. Beware in this time of making snap decisions. Okay? Which, once again, I know that's not very Taurus-like type of energy, but with all this pent-up energy that I've been picking up since the beginning, you might be prone to be a little more impulsive than you normally are, or make a snap decision where it's like, all right, well, I don't know if I should go left or if I should go right. There could be a little bit of mental back and forth in regards to something, and it's like, screw it, I'm just going to do it, or screw it, I'm just going to do this. There could be that spontaneous, like, explosive action happening here on the back end, which, I mean, would make sense. However, this Two of Swords is a little bit more mystery. Next to this Tower we have here, the Hermit could also be very mysterious. So when I see it underneath this Ace of Wands, I do feel for a lot of you, there could be certain things and situations popping up that you don't even see coming. Because it's like we have the old and then we have a new. So, and they both feel very similar to me. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I'm doing my own thing, this very solid, stable energy, and then boom, something tries to reemerge and return. Then boom, something new comes in that you didn't even have, you weren't even clocking it. You weren't even keeping your eyes on it. So I would say in this time, watch out for the situations, the unexpected situations or surprising ones that pop in out of nowhere, because they could be multiple. It could be like various different things. Do I feel like it's going to throw you off track? Do I feel like it's going to mess with your blessings? No, I don't. I feel like these energies are very stable here in the front end, but these are also strong. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, Taurus. I mean, this reading, lots of different messages happening, so only take what hits for you, but I feel like you're going to have a very interesting next couple of weeks. Position number 1, we have the 10 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, one of your cards right there. Very slow and steady, tons of blessings coming your way, lots of wins and victory. A lot of you could just be doing your own thing, type of energy, like laying low. Not bad at all. I did also get the message for a lot of you, a little bit of long-term planning, not just the short-term, so take that for whatever it's worth. But once again, I feel this win-based type of energy, like there could be good news coming in for you as well. Into the center is where we start getting a couple of curveballs here. We have the Tower clarified by the Hermit. Now, once again, some of you might just be in the mode where it's like, I'm just minding my own business. I'm avoiding these towers. I don't want to deal with the shock. But another thing, there's a situation that you have dealt with before, or an individual that you have dealt with before that could just pop up out of nowhere, like shockingly. And there could be a return of something. And moving to the back end, we have the new. So it's like we have the old and we have the new. It's like old situations, new situations. It's a little bit of both showing up here. So I could say the Taurus collective is very magnetic in this time, pulling energies towards you, even if you feel like you're just doing your own thing. That's why I'm saying it's magnetic. Ace of Wands with the Two of Swords in the upright. Watch out for any spontaneous decisions or choices in this time. You might be a little more fiery than you normally are, where if someone's like taking too long with something, it's like, screw it, we're doing this. Like, it feels very aggressive. So do with that what you will, Taurus. I feel overall the energy is okay. Please take a screenshot. Let's get you a shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows for Taurus. All right. I feel like you'll flow with this energy regardless. That's one thing I'm picking up too. But yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see just yet. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. Maybe it'll give us a little more detail about this stuff. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for all my members. I really, really do. So let's get your shadow card here. Let's tie this up in a nice, neat little bow for the birthday fam. What do we got for Taurus? There we go. Thank you. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So more of this fiery energy that we've been seeing since last week, and now we see this week as well. For a lot of you, this could be a fire sign that you're connected to. Maybe you have some fire sign placements yourself. But what is the Knight of Wands about? I mean, if it's a person, it's very outgoing. It's action-oriented. It could represent someone that likes to socialize. It could represent someone that likes to have fun. So I feel for a lot of you, you might be having some fun that you don't see coming in this time, which could be a good thing, whether it's celebrating your birthday or just having a good time. This could be a really positive thing. But once again, when the Knight of Wands shows up in the shadows, it links in with both of these energies that something's coming at you. Something's coming at you hot and heavy and quick. So hopefully this is good. I feel for the vast majority of you, it could be good, and it is good, but be a little cautious in this time with all this fiery energy around you. Okay, like have a good time, have fun, just play it safe, right? Try to stay away from too much spontaneous action. But yeah, Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.